Lu Jinian froze where he stood at the door. Qiao Hao sounded soft and gentle as usual, but it was enough for Lu Jinian, who was at the door, to hear clearly. My first love isn't as lively or interesting as any of yours. It was a crush, and I've loved him for many years. I even studied hard just to enter the first class as him. After that, I studied hard once again to enter a college.
Wow!
Never saw you as a scholar material. A college, that's a prestigious school that only the best can enter. Then why did you enter the entertainment industry? The entire room seemed to be curious about Qiao Hao's love life. Lu Jinian clenched his lips, leaning onto the wall weakly. Back then, he had left an entire page blank for his math paper just so that he could enter the third class to be with her, but she had worked hard for someone else to enter the first class. He went to Hangzhou, such an unfamiliar place, just so that he could be in the same college as her, but she had once again fought hard to enter a college for someone else. Lu Jinian stared at the ceiling lights in a daze, his eyes starting to sting. A waiter walked past and saw Lu Jinian, who was standing motionless. He couldn't help asking, "Mister, do you need anything?" Lu Jinian shifted his eyes to the smiling man, shook his head, and slowly straightened up, and left. First love, the carrying of the torch, and youth seemed to be a beautiful memory in everyone's heart. Once people reach a certain age, they would be casually reminded of the beautiful past, and a feeling of regret and unspoken feelings would rush in. The gathering was supposed to end at 11 p.m., but the people were still engrossed in their conversations at 12 a.m. Just then, someone's phone rang, reminding the crowd of the time. Qiao Hao knew that she would definitely drink alcohol in the gathering, hence she told Zhao Mong to leave with the car. She helped Qiao Anxia and Gong Yang up to his manager's car since they seemed to have drunk too much. She then got a cab and returned to Mianxia Garden. Madame Chen was already asleep, since she wasn't sure if Qiao Hao would come back tonight. Softly, Qiao Hao went up, ensuring she didn't wake Madame Chen. She showered and climbed into the bed, but just as she was about to switch off the lights, she heard a car entering. Qiao Hao frowned, removing her blanket. She climbed off the bed and ran to the window. Through it, she could see Lu Jinian's car entering the front yard. He didn't drive into the garage, stopping in front of the main door. Lu Jinian opened the car door and came out. Drunk, he staggered towards the house. He raised his hands, preparing to key in the passcode, but once he raised his hands, he frowned. He couldn't seem to remember the passcode. Qiao Hao heard the doorbell ring. Shuddering, she ran down. Madame Chen was already awake and had opened the door. Lu Jinian's clothes were crumpled, and he staggered into the house without even removing his shoes. Madame Chen followed behind him with a pair of slippers in her hand, repeatedly calling after him. Qiao Hao came forward, taking the slippers from her, before signaling her to go rest.